Have you ever questioned why your depth unsettles people? Why thinking more seems to make you belong less? Why your silence, your questions, your refusal to play along with shallow expectations push others, especially women, to withdraw, misread, or criticize you? Kierkegaard once wrote, "People demand freedom of speech as a compensation for the freedom of thought which they seldom use." But you think, and that's precisely the problem. You're not dangerous because you're aggressive. You're dangerous because you refuse to be predictable. And in a world where predictability is confused with safety, an intelligent man becomes a threat simply by existing. Modern relationships are built on comfort, not truth. But the intelligent man is allergic to illusions. He peels back masks. He questions why love feels transactional. He notices the performance in people's eyes, the dissonance between what is said and what is felt. And Kierkegaard warned us, the crowd is untruth. When a man refuses to be swallowed by the crowd, when he chooses his own path of meaning, solitude, and reflection, he breaks the very framework society depends on to keep people passive and emotionally compliant. Women don't fear intelligent men because they're smart. They fear them because they can't contain them. Because the intelligent man doesn't rely on flattery to be desired. He doesn't need validation to feel masculine. He won't play the puppet just to be chosen. He doesn't chase, because he sees that most chases are rooted in illusion, not love. And when he does love, he loves with terrifying clarity, not for comfort, but for revelation. That kind of presence, sharp, discerning, existentially honest, is rare. And what is rare is often rejected before it is respected. But here's the paradox, the intelligent man doesn't set out to be feared. He seeks only truth. He seeks understanding. He seeks connection that goes deeper than performance and roles. Yet truth itself is what unsettles. Truth has a way of dismantling the illusions most people live by. Society tells women that stability equals safety. But the intelligent man doesn't offer stability in the conventional sense. He offers clarity. He offers honesty. He offers a mirror that reveals not just beauty, but insecurity, contradiction, and self-deception. And what's more terrifying than being truly seen? The intelligent man sees patterns, why relationships fail, why desires contradict values, why promises collapse under pressure. He is rarely surprised, and this absence of surprise is what makes others uneasy. Because if you cannot shock him, you cannot control him. If you cannot manipulate him with approval or rejection, then he is free, dangerously free. Kierkegaard once said, "Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom." And that is exactly what the intelligent man evokes in others, dizziness. His presence is a reminder that freedom is possible, but also terrifying, because it requires responsibility. It demands that one stop pretending, stop following the script, stop hiding behind comfort. This is why women often misinterpret the intelligent man. They may call him cold, distant, arrogant, or even incapable of love. But what they truly feel is not absence of love, but intensity of it. For his love is not casual. It is not a distraction from boredom, nor a performance for social approval. It is consuming, raw, and deeply questioning. And questioning is dangerous. Because to love an intelligent man is to have your illusions dismantled one by one. It means facing truths you'd rather avoid. It means admitting that much of what you've called love before was comfort, projection, or convenience. So women fear intelligent men not because they are unloving, but because they love differently. Not with promises of eternal comfort, but with invitations to transform. And transformation is frightening, because it kills who you were in order to reveal who you could become. Kierkegaard wrote, "Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards." The intelligent man embodies this truth. He sees the threads of past illusions, he reads the patterns of human weakness, yet he walks forward, willing to live honestly in a world addicted to masks. And so he becomes a paradox, too honest to be comfortable, too necessary to be ignored. The intelligent man walks a lonely path, not because he chooses isolation, but because authenticity filters the crowd. Few can stand in front of someone who refuses illusion. Few can tolerate a man who sees too much, hears what is not said, and recognizes the silent contradictions in every smile. But solitude is not his curse, it is his sanctuary. For in solitude, he is not drained by pretense. In solitude, he sharpens his mind, deepens his spirit, and prepares himself to meet the world with clarity. And when he does step into connection, it is rare, and it is real. The woman who can withstand his depth will not find comfort in him, but something greater, awakening. She will not be adored blindly, but seen completely. And though being seen may feel like fire, it also feels like freedom. That is why Kierkegaard's wisdom echoes so loudly today. The intelligent man is feared, not because he harms, but because he reveals. He holds a mirror no one asks for, yet everyone secretly needs. He proves that love without truth is not love at all, it is dependency. And he proves that freedom, though dizzying, is the only path to authenticity. So if you are an intelligent man, misunderstood, avoided, or labeled too much, know this: your depth is not a weakness. It is your gift. A burden, yes, but also the very thing that will draw to you the rare soul who can stand in the fire and not run. In a world where most people fear being truly known, the intelligent man dares to live unmasked. Yes, he is feared. Yes, he is misunderstood. But it is only because he carries what others run from, truth. And in the end, it is not the crowd that defines him. It is the rare soul brave enough to meet his depth, and to discover that what feels like fire is in fact freedom.